Welcome back to Read by Ed. I just finished The Alchemist. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Hopefully I said that correctly. The Alchemist, just finished it, and this is a book that was given to me a couple years back. I worked at the University of Kansas for their football team. It was given to me by Lauren Hawkins, so I've had it for a while, and I finally had opportunity to listen to it. I use Libby, which is really good. I'm combining Libby and these handheld books as well. So let me get straight to it. My three takeaways. The first takeaway was it takes on this journey of this young boy. And on this journey, this young boy finds wisdom. The young boy finds wisdom. The young boy finds all these things. And he's going through this story and he's looking for the pyramids, and he meets this person and that person. And this person gives him wisdom, and he learns from this region. He learns this from that. And it's a story it's a story of wisdom. It's a story of becoming. It's a story of knowing. The young man is finding out, a young boy is finding out about himself and his heart and his desires. And he's finding out about love, trust, wisdom, all these things. So it takes us on this beautiful journey through the young boy's life. The second takeaway I got in this story was the young man found the alchemist. And when he was with the alchemist, they were pulled over by some people of a country or a region, and the alchemist was telling them everything he had and everything that they possessed and how it could help do this and that. And the people were laughing, and they're like, whatever, you don't have that, blah, 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 blah. And the young boy said, why did you let them know what we had? And the alchemist told him this. I had to write it down. When you have great treasures within you and try to, and the alchemist told him this. I had to write it down. When you have great treasures within you and try to tell others about them, seldom are you believed. And I was like, man. And so he said, I did that to show you a lesson that when you have great treasures within you and you tell other people about them, seldom do they believe. And it's just like, man, how many times do we try and tell people who we are? They don't understand. They don't believe. We have these treasures. We try and tell people who we are, and they just don't believe. And I love that line because it's just a reminder to me as I create content, not only here, but on my player development channel. I have a book right here, Player Development Guide. As I continue to tell people about the value I could provide, some won't believe, right? They said in the book that they laughed at them. They laughed at them. And so it's just a reminder, like, hey, that treasure you have in there, everybody don't have to understand. Everybody does not have to understand the treasure that you have. And I love that wisdom nugget from the alchemist. And then the third thing here was a story. They talked about a guy had two sons. He had one son that went on to do poetry and write things, and he had another son that was a centurion. And so the father had a dream where he was able to see that his son, the words of his son, were used by people and still being used to this day. And the father rejoiced, and he was like, man, like, I'm so excited my son that did all the writing, his words are still being remembered by people all around. And the person who was with him in the dream or the situation was like, no, it's your son that's actually the one who went into the military. And so the one that went into the military, he told a story about him. It's a story in the Bible where the centurion went to Jesus and he wanted his servant healed. And he said, he's like, hey, Jesus was headed his way and someone else got healed. And the centurion was like, hey, you're not even worthy of stepping into my home or into my area. I'm one of authority. I know when I say to do something, it goes. So I know you have the power to say he's healed, and he's healed. And it's a story where Jesus commended him on his faith. And it's a story that people still use to this day. And so it was pretty interesting that the father, his son that actually wasn't right, and it was his other son that was well known. And the story from that, or what came from that, was no matter what a person does, everyone plays an essential role in the history of the world. So we may be thinking we're doing this, we may be thinking we're doing that. No matter what role you play, no matter what you do, you play an essential role in the history of the world. So that's a breakdown there, The Alchemist, that book there. I finally got to it. It's a good book. Hey, I see why it is a top-selling book. Check out this video right here that YouTube says is the best for you. Y'all have fun and go out and read.